And welcome back. It is time now for our Patriot of the Week. Each Saturday, we honor folks here who exemplify the spirit of America by helping others and, of course, also standing up for their rights. And this week, we salute Elayne Casalins. Elayne became a United States citizen in June of last year, and she moved her family to Iowa in search of a better life. However, in her son's public school in Belmont-Clemmy Community School District, she quickly found out that parents' rights might be under attack. She joins us now with her attorney, education counsel for the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty, Corey Brewer. Good to have you both with us, and especially at a time when you are standing up and you've been threatened with a lawsuit. But let's go back to the beginning, if we could, Elayne. This started with your son and his class being shown the 2022 film Till. It's a true story. It's about Emmett Till. He was a young African-American boy who was terribly lynched in Mississippi in 1955. It has some scenes in it that are not meant for children his age that you objected to. And there was also a lesson plan that kind of went along with this that you also objected to. Tell us what happened next, ma'am.
Hi, thank you for having us here. My son was shown a movie, it's not age appropriate. He's only 12. And the discussion after the movie was a political charge, and it was just one-sided.
And like you said, it wasn't just about the movie, but about the lesson plan. From what I understand, it included a lot of sort of radical social justice activism language, and it was one side. You approached the school, and what was your message, and how were you received?
I approached first to the teacher about my concerns, and then I went to the principal, and I talked to the superintendent. And when all my concerns were dismissed, I went to talk to the school board because I thought I had the right as a parent to talk about these things. It's about the curriculum. It's my son that is involved. And when I went to talk to the school board, after that, I received the cease and desist letter from the lawyer, from the teacher's lawyer.
It's amazing, Corey. This is where you come in. The reaction that she would get a cease and desist letter from a teacher's attorney, not even from the school district, because the teacher felt like she was being defamed because this parent had the temerity to question the content of her syllabus. What was the reaction, and how are you pursuing this now that you've received this potential this threat of legal action against you?
I think any parent, if they received a threat that they were going to be sued just for raising concerns about curriculum, about instructional materials in their child's class, when, by the way, they have the constitutional right to direct the upbringing of their child, and that includes the education of their child. If they receive a threat of a lawsuit for doing that and exercising those First Amendment rights, and by the way, our client in this case also had the right under the school board policy to do just that. I think any parent would be scared. And it's absolutely inappropriate, we think, for parents to be bullied into silence, for schools, teachers, in this case, the teacher hired a lawyer, to try to intimidate parents to get them to stop speaking up. So we wanted to represent our client here, Mrs. Casalins, and also just let all parents know that they have a right to be involved and it's okay for them to speak up.
Yeah, absolutely. And Elayne, what's been the reaction of other parents, and are they coming to your aid here? Other parents in the class or in the school district?
Yeah, other parents approached to me, and they share similar experience. Uh, and I'm glad that I'm helping other parents to speak up. My purpose is I will keep speaking up, and I hope that I encourage other parents to do the same around the country.
It is worth noting that also your local state senator, Mike Busalat, he has voiced his support for your story. And and he's saying that parents' rights matter in a social media post. As a legislator, I have been proud to support the rights of parents in education, in the education of their children. A mom is stepping up for her student. This is an Iowa story and something to watch. Corey, just what happens next in this from a legal standpoint, from a process standpoint?
Yeah, right now we are exploring all options to make sure that Elayne's rights are protected and that parents know that they have a First Amendment right to speak out at school board meetings, raise concerns about what's in the curriculum that their children are being exposed to. And we really want parents in any state all across the country to know that they have this constitutional right to direct the upbringing and education of their children. I do think the tide is turning. In this case, we saw that the teacher didn't involve parents. She didn't get parental consent. She didn't give parental notice. And I
Right.
hope to see parents become more involved and teachers to be more transparent.
Well, Elayne, this is the reason why we're honoring you, because you, even as a new citizen, you're somebody who is standing up for your rights, and
Thank
we
you.
love that here at Newsmax and on this program. And thank you for what you're doing on behalf of all parents, standing up to the intimidation of that public school. You are our patriot of the week. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
with us. And
Thank you
Corey
so much.
Brewer, appreciate your work. And to both of you, please keep us informed as to the progress of this case.
Absolutely. Thank you.